Today we are diving into BANT mid-range. Now a lot of the pieces here might seem familiar to you guys out there. That is because we are running a creature slash planeswalker combination. So we do have things like Broker's Ascendancy and a couple of other usual suspects, but we do have a really cool combination between Jinnie Fay mixed with Prosperous Innkeeper and Gala Greeters. And if you don't know, Jinnie Fay is going to allow us to create cats and dogs out of any sort of tokens that hit the battlefield, including treasure tokens off of the Prosperous Innkeeper as well as the Gala Greeters. And if that cat or dog comes in, it will actually trigger the Gala Greeters for a second time for a lot of value up front in the beginning of the game to maybe go a little bit more aggressive. Now, we have some fun things like Eliwick in the deck that aren't being played, almost anywhere else that I've seen. It's one of my favorite planeswalkers, and I'm hoping to try to ult it today with Broker's Ascendancy. And the rest of the deck is a lot of fun because it generates a ton of tokens just to try to get that Jinnie Fay combination going with the cats and dogs. But the deck is a blast, and I hope you guys enjoy it today. We're going to jump right into the gameplay footage, but there will be a full deck breakdown at the end of today's video, as always. And in the link in the description below, there is a deck list for you guys. And if you guys enjoy content just like this, if you wouldn't mind giving the video a like or a subscribe, both are free ways to help support the channel, and they go a very long way. With that being said, guys, enjoy the games. We'll see you back here at the end. Peace. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. We have a BANT list for you. That'll be a lot of fun. What we're trying to do here today is we're trying to create a bunch of tokens, have Jinnie Fay turn those tokens into much more valuable creatures, and then from there we're going to Broker's Ascendancy and control the board with some good planeswalkers. But opening hand here looks pretty good. Innkeeper can get us that third elusive mana that we may need to get down for a Broker's Ascendancy. I think we prioritize green and white here if we can. The deck's a lot of fun though. Been playing it a lot. Haven't got it quite dialed all the way in, but I think we finally put something together here pretty solid. I've got the Broker's Charm and Join the Dance that were late additions to the deck, and I think will help a lot with this build. Let's go with white and go straight in for the Innkeeper, get that treasure. That way we can get the Broker's Ascendancy down immediately, and then from there whatever we play is going to just be absolutely icing on the cake. Nice. What a top deck. No need to use up the treasure that we just generated. And the opponent's on Rakdos right now. Obviously, Invoke Despair, one of the most dangerous cards we can actually go against with this deck, because we run creatures, planeswalkers, and enchantments that we all want to stay on the field. So let's just hope we don't run into that card today. That would be the best if we could just avoid that. I am going to go an early Elspeth here. Seems like a really good idea. If I could find a creature off the rip of the -3, we're in a really solid spot. Battle of Bredegard seems really fun, but I think Jinnie Fay is actually a bit better of a play here, especially because it's going to have a shield counter. And I do wonder, are you going to still throw the Goblin into our Jinnie Fay? I do wonder. Okay, so they're running off Meat Hook Engine for their sweeper, so shield counter doesn't really mean too much to our opponent here, but if we could stay big enough to avoid the Meat Hook, that'd be great. Gonna be tough to do though with the Goblin getting them treasures here. Soul Transfer goes for the Exile. Yikes, that's not good. Well, at least the Elspeth does survive this turn. Still a bummer though that we got hit with that. That's pretty fun. I think though we're gonna go with the Gala Greeters into Join the Dance. The more bodies the better, and then to Join the Dance is gonna trigger Gala Greeters twice. Would have been really nice though to get this play in with Jinnie Fay on the board, because Jinnie Fay would have spit out a bunch of little critters for us. So Join the Dance hits, and they do hit March on the Gala Greeters. Yikes, they're doing pretty well here at mitigating this pressure. All right, we're gonna put a 1/1 counter here and first strike, and that way if they want to attack here we don't lose anything, and if they find something a little bit bigger we have a little bit better of a blocker here. All right, they're sending the Goblin in. We know that that's gonna die, but they just want the treasure, which means they probably have something for 5 they want to play. Could be a Goldspan Dragon, but if it is a Goldspan Dragon, it did take the turn off from attacking, which is nice. Big score. Okay. And Infernal Grasp. All right, that's fine. If they had done that prior to combat, it would have been worse for us, I think. So glad that it happened out that way. All right, let's go for green. We already have our blue source, which is good. And give this a 1/1. Let's give it vigilance so we can just attack in now casually. And I think we just flash in the Wandering Emperor, or we do it now actually, maybe, because I don't want this to get I don't want that to get another treasure for them, but I don't really care, I guess. Is the treasure really hurting us that bad? They've already got quite a bit of mana to work with. I would imagine that another treasure shouldn't be the end of the world, because if they activate the hive, I think that's a better target for okay, well, fair enough. I could still surprise them here with the Wandering Emperor creating a 2/2, and they've only got one card in hand, so I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good about where we are. I don't like it. I think we could be in a better spot for sure, but we'll see. All right, Wandering Emperor makes an appearance now, and I think I'm just gonna go create a 2/2 to try to keep enough, because I could -2 obviously, but I want to keep enough loyalty on the Wandering Emperor that we can do another 2/2 next turn, get some extra value off of it. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Yeah, we create the 2/2 for sure, and then from there I'm gonna go ahead and drop. Oh, I should have done Innkeeper first. That was a mistake. I was just thinking in my head what things I knew I was going to be doing this turn. I should have gone Innkeeper first, I think. If I go Innkeeper, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana left over. Not enough to do this, but you know what? It's still the play. Should have done this prior to you know, popping that 2/2. We would have gained 1 additional life, so it's not like the craziest thing we missed out on, but still we missed out nonetheless. And get this guy the 1/1. Let's get a lifelink counter and we'll pass the turn. And we do have instant speed Broker's Charm, which could be really good. We go up to a 4, which means we can use this for removal. They say good game. I'm very confused by that. Maybe they're conceding to us. I don't know. Meat hook for 4. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think they concede to us with that play. I think that's a pretty clear play that they concede to us, because we have too much going on here to stop everything. So we'll take it. GG's, love it. All right, very good start for us there to kick off the video. Love that. Fun deck, I'm telling you guys, fun deck. We barely kind of started scratching the surface too of the things that it could potentially do. There's so many good synergies in combos in this deck with the tokens and Ginny Fae, man. It really goes off, man. And then if we could somehow, you know, alt some of the Planeswalker action, that'd be really fun. Green, blue, white. Okay, I mean, we got it all here, so let's keep this. Innkeeper kind of kicks things off, which is great. Innkeeper into Broker's Ascendancy, into Eliwick seems really good. It seems a little slow, I'll be honest, but it seems pretty solid in the long run. Depends on the matchup we get here, I suppose. All right, here we go. Let's get it. Green and okay. That's a good one. Mono green is tough to beat. I do have some life gain happening here with the Innkeeper. Hopefully that gets us through, and we have a really good block against the pack leader, so I'll take that all day. I would like them not to attack though. Maybe let me get the Join to Dance out first, and let me get the, oh geez, just gonna send it, huh? All right, if you want to have at it. I think I'm going straight into Eliwick here, man. I think I need to get aggressive with Eliwick play here, and then the Eliwick can get us a treasure next turn too, so that's more mana to utilize. Wandering Emperor, solid, and I can play it with the treasure, so if they play something with haste here trying to attack Eliwick, not a big deal. So they're now all of a sudden they're a Jund deck, which is wild. And don't know what they're trying to do with that pack. Pack pack leader? I really have no idea. Yeah, I think I'm gonna play the Wandering Emperor out. Maybe just create a 2/2 to make a body to block the goblin, and hopefully we just top deck some land here though, man, because we could use it. Yeah, I figured as much. Auto pay. All right, wish me luck. Let's see if this 2/2 sticks. It does. Nice. They have a lot of mana to work with here, but apparently no instant speed magic, so gonna be a lot of creatures, I'm guessing. Yep, that'll do it. More land is beautiful. I think we go Broker's Ascendancy here. I can't really block in the air anyways. Seems fair to me. And then we can actually make this -4/4, which is great. -4/0. It's basically useless. Now we get this. And we go ahead and Broker's Ascendancy. Now we can actually alt our Eliwick, which is great. And then we can start to see a buff on all of our creatures after we complete the dungeon, of course. But we should be able to complete the dungeon because of the second Eliwick. All right. Let's yeah, let's just do this. Okay. Let's do this, because now the Broker's Charm becomes a solid removal tool. And what do we do, man? What do we do? Do we attack it? I mean, we do have Vigilance. We might want to just attack in here and see what they want to block with. Yeah, let's do it. Let's see what they want to do with this information. Yeah, I didn't think so. Now it becomes a situation of, do we remove this thing? They get to create some stuff or get more lands. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll just end our turn here, pump up the whole squad, Broker's Charm, and kill the 4/4. And now Eliwick is going to, like I said, get the team completely pumped to the moon and back, which is fantastic. I don't know what we do though. I think I gotta let the Reflection of Kiki-Jiki decide on what it wants to do first before I decide to kill. Okay, cool. Before I kill this, because I don't want them to have the option to make a copy of it in response. All right, take care of that nonsense. They're probably going to target Eliwick here with the double goblins, and I'll kill the permanent one, obviously, and then they'll just kill Eliwick, and then I'll play the second Eliwick, which is great. Oh wow, they're going to exile the okay. They exile a card to get rid of that, which means they can kill all my planeswalkers now. Shoot. That was actually a huge turn of events in a very bad way. Oh, brother. That was not good. Not good at all. All right, Eliwick's got to complete this dungeon, though. It has to. Absolutely has to complete this dungeon. All right, it goes to 6. Gosh darn it, though, man. Our hand is absolutely weak sauce. Would have loved to minus Eliwick there. I would have loved, you know, for them not to remove that 5/5 off the field. That would have been obviously the most ideal situation. And oh man, they're just cruising along now. We were so well ahead too, and in one simple little removal spell just shut down everything, because we would have had 2 planeswalkers on the field, ready to go. Okay. Not great. All right, we're gonna go with the join the dance. I mean, this is gonna fill up the board here nicely, which is great. And everything does have haste, which is cool. But I don't think it's going to be enough to get the job done, unfortunately. We're going to go ahead and just say go. Pump up the squad here a little bit. Eliwick's alt's really doing a pretty good job for us here. I feel like again, we got absolutely roasted and toasted by that March. That March was so good. It just screwed us up so bad. And now they've got these 2 flyers we can't really deal with, and they've got these 2/2s that can just attack every turn as well, because there's no reason not to. They've got such a good little system brewing here, and look at how many treasures they have to go with. Wild. All right, Path to Peril. Okay, well, there goes their goblin. I guess that's the only bright side we can look at here for that particular play, but oh man, wishing I had a farewell at this point in the game, huh? Body launderer, and then they deal 3 to my face. They bring back the pack leader. Man, I really liked the way this was going, and then they just, they turned it up a little bit. So, ouch. That's all I can say, man. Ouch, ouch, ouch. All right, we are donezos. They go over the top and they win the game. So, well played, good game. On to the next one. Yikes. That one hurt a little bit because we got the Eliwick alted. When you get the Eliwick alted, you really want it to be a solid game, but it's okay. Still a good game nonetheless. All right, well, that game was pretty tough, I can't lie, but you know what? I'm pretty happy with the fact that we, alted Eliwick, which was a really cool, thing to do. I wanted to showcase how good that card could be in this deck, so I like the way that went for us. But yeah, man, 1 March can really get you, huh? All right, we get to go first. We do have a pretty good starting hand with the Gallic Greeters, so gonna keep this one. Gallic Greeters into Ginny Faye would be the perfect start, but we do need to find another land for that to happen, and that land does have to be green or white. So hope for the best here. If not, we do have Join the Dance, which can easily get us the treasure we're looking for and whatnot. Okay. Do we go double treasures here, maybe? Yeah, maybe we just invest a little bit more into the future here. So Gallic Greeters, treasure, Innkeeper, treasure. No attacks. We're gonna go ahead and take the 2 from this wolf. They are Naya though, which scares me because we have to worry about ooh, that's interesting. We do have to worry about Halana, which is a very scary card. So okay, we get a land. Perfect. All right, Broker's Ascendancy seems fun, but so does Ginny Faye. Treasure token, which we turn into a dog, which we then gain that 2 life back that we just lost. And we could do a Join the Dance. Yeah, I think that's the move here, because then we can battle for Bredegard next turn, which is cool. I'm going to try to create as many different tokens as possible here. Let's get aggressive. Might as well. We're back to 20, and we've got a board state that definitely makes our opponents look pretty weak. And if they block with the Apparition, so be it. We get back at Innkeeper. So pretty solid, man. This is an aggressive start for us. Pretty happy with how that looks. Don't like that though. That thing has lifelink, which is a bit annoying. But battle a Bredegard, solid choice here. And then we follow that with Broker's Ascendancy. Like, that's gonna be sweet. I am gonna decline these though, just FYI. And then we'll get the treasure token here, which will then create a dog. And you may ask yourself, like, why did you just decline that? It's because we want to get the 1/1 human that we can copy later with that, because we're going to copy everything. So the more things we have to copy, the better. The more things we copy, the better. There's the Halana. That's the card we've been really not looking forward to seeing. Oh boy, I'm actually really nervous right now because of the board state here a little bit. All right, create a treasure, which then creates the dog, which then triggers again, which we want the 1/1 counter, which is nice. We go Broker's Ascendancy, pump the whole field, and then eventually, if we're patient enough, we just attack in with all and close this game out. But that 6/6 flyer with lifelink is a nightmare, especially when you're talking about Halana just continually giving it 1/1 counters. It's just not, that's not good. Not good at all. But we actually should be able to close the game out here, I think, because if you think about it, I mean, we should be able to put on some serious pressure here because we're going to copy all these tokens, right? And they're all going to be cats. Copy, copy, copy. This is a huge battle. Boom, we do all cats. They all have haste. Another cat, but this one actually, we won't do the cat actually because it's going to come in tapped, so it might as well be the dog. And then Eliwick is kind of cool. Eliwick, and then let's just venture. And then if we can somehow, let's keep that actually. Okay. Do we attack now? Let's see. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blockers. We have 1, 2, 3. Or sorry. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blockers. We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 attackers. So 13. So 8 are gonna get through. What are my 8 weakest ones? 8 weakest ones will be the 2/2s. So 8 times 2, 16. But then they gain 6 life. Yeah, it's not lethal just yet. I think I did the math on that right. Not quite lethal just yet. Next turn should be good to go though, because the Broker's Ascendancy goes off. And then yeah, we should be good, man. I can create another 2/2 cat as well. Tough. Very, very tough. That 6/6 lifelinker is the problem I'm having here. And now they get another 4. They don't have any destructive artifact or enchantment artifact stuff, do they? I think this can do stuff, can't it? As long as you control. Okay, that's fine. All right, let's go here.
Who's ready for adventure?
This becomes a cat. Treasure token, dog. +1. Humans. These also become cats. 2 life. All right. I don't want to do the math again here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blockers now. 8 blockers. They've got 2 6/6s that are going to gain 12 life. Man, I still don't think we have enough to kill him here. I really don't know. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 of these get around. Or no, 17. So 8. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of these are going to hit. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 5 3/3s. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. They gain 12. I really don't think that's lethal just yet. They keep playing these life-linking creatures, which are it's really screwing me up here. Eventually they're just gonna go over the top and win the game because they got 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. They can go over the top for 18 here. So if we can't close out the game this next turn, we just lose. Okay, that's fine. Oh, they give that haste though, and that actually is gonna close out the game, huh? Oh wow, they didn't do the math. Wow, they didn't do the math. They actually had lethal there. They actually had lethal there. Holy.
Oh, I hope we discover something new.
That might make all the difference in the world, but I don't know. All right, we do that. Then make some more cats, man. Make some more cats. Tough, man. So tough. I just can't believe the life linking that they've got going on here, which is really the problem. I'm surprised they missed lethal there. But we got to try. I don't think this is enough to do it, but we've got to try. So they've already got, they've got enough flyers on the board to kill us. They already had enough flyers on the board to kill us last turn. So we're hoping for the best here. Hopefully with all these forced blocks too, that we might actually, you know, force them into blocking with, you know, things like the apparitions, and then hopefully getting back, you know, Broker's Ascendancy and stuff like that. We'll see. I don't know if I don't think we're gonna be able to do this, but you never know. I did the math on this a couple of times, and I'm open to the idea that I was wrong a couple of times on my math problems, but pretty sure if we pause it and go back and look, I don't think I did miss any lethals here. I hope not, but is it enough? Wow, they I'm gonna be honest, our opponent here I think made some major mistakes, because I didn't do the math on that last one. It is possible that I had lethal regardless, but I don't think we would have if they would have done that right, if they would have blocked correctly. How many of these all blocked? Yeah, yeah, I mean, they blocked with everything they had, so it is what it is. GG's. That was a wild game, guys, an absolutely wild game. That, again, I am open to the idea of the facts that maybe I misplayed, maybe should have attacked the turn sooner. Try to take it easy on me. That was a tough one mentally, so we'll take the W though. That game was crazy, guys. Yeah, take it easy on me in the comments if you don't mind. I completely understand everyone's gonna have their own opinion on how that should have been played and when to attack and not attack, but pretty sure I did the math right on that. Did the best we could because of the life linkers that we had to build up to get around, because once you attack in, your opponent does know that, hey, we've got lethal on the return. At least with the board state we had, it did throw them off enough to know maybe don't attack into a board like this, because the return will be way worse than you might expect. So you know, they missed lethal, and I think it worked out pretty good for us. We get to keep, I guess. Not exactly the most amazing hand ever, but hopefully we can draw into some good stuff here. Yeah, that was a very interesting game there, man. Pretty crazy. Glad we got the W though. All right, blue. I'm glad we got a turn 3 here, but Battle of Betrogard is not exactly the best thing in the world to have here, without, you know, having Ginny Faye and stuff going off already. All right, it's a rune crab, fun stuff. So we're gonna get milled here, so aggression is gonna be key. Aggression is gonna be key, which means the battle has to come down now, absolutely ASAP. And then the Wandering Emperor coming in next turn is gonna be nice, because it then creates a 2/2 we can copy, and we can go extremely wide, hopefully smashing through. Blue doesn't have anything for you know, sweeping the board, but it does have problematic cards like bounce spells, and I am afraid of this potentially being a Salt coming, so I'm gonna go ahead and play this now, create the 2/2, and hopefully we can avoid the Salt coming in that way, and then we can smash away. Eliwick might be our next play, even though Elspeth is the better play. Okay, never mind. That makes me feel a lot better that there's no counters. They could be looking for a red source though. High possibility that they look, okay, or a white source. Didn't expect that. They might not even be a straight up mill deck. That just might be like a little bit of a side plan they've got brewing. Oh wow, they're gonna let me have this Elspeth. That could be a Doomscar though, so now I'm really worried. I'm actually extremely worried now that that might be a Doomscar. But I think an Elspeth does a really good job of mitigating any problems we might have here. Because if they do blow up the board with the Doomscar, we're left with some absolutely good things here. Don't care about the lifelink. Gotta get this damage through. Gotta get the damage in. Try to close out strong here. And here comes the Doomscar, which it's fine if this is the Doomscar, like I said, because we're left with 2 Planeswalkers, right? Okay, it's not a Doomscar. Very, very good for us. We're getting another turn here. Okay. Interesting. Another Rune Crab, though. That is a problem. And then a Plains. All right, here we go. 34 cards left in the deck. They've hit quite a few bangers here, but not a ton. Yeah, I think we just keep the pressure on here, huh? Give this flying as well. And Eliwick seems fun. I mean, we could just go ahead and go straight into dungeon time. Try to get him dead here. So let's go with the Annihilation Tomb. Yeah, send them all. Send them all. We have the 4/4s on the way back. There's no creatures here threatening our life total. We don't really care about our life total. We're just trying to smash away. Boom, boom. We get him down to 4. Okay, so pretty close to finishing him off here. We have 3 planeswalkers that are doing really, really well. Obviously, there are things that scare me. We've got, you know, Devastating Mastery comes to mind. That would be an absolute nightmare. And with my luck, it probably is. Farewell's pretty annoying, but it's not exactly the end of the world. That's fine. That is fine. The question becomes now, though, do we alt the Elspeth and run it into another board sweep? Ugh, that would be a bad. Okay. Down to 20, not bad. Not terrible. Discard a card. I'm trying to think if I want to just do this quickly or the slow way. Each player loses 2 life unless they do. Yeah, we're gonna do the long way of this dungeon, because we're gonna force them to make some bad decisions here unless they discard a card. I can discard a card. I'll drop my other Eliwick here. I guess I should have just lost a 2 life. No big deal. All right, they lose a reject, and we go here. We go here. I don't want to lose the Elspeth just in case they have another sweeper. So let's get this lifelink, I suppose. Let's go here. And yeah, hopefully we get these angels next turn and we close this game out. Because they're gonna have to use up sweeper if they have one here. They have to. And then we angel up. And they're gonna need to have 2 back-to-back sweepers in order to survive this, unless they have a way to mill me out 20 cards in 1 turn. Those are their only 2 paths to victory here, so that ain't gonna do it. That is not gonna do it. Tomb of Annihilation. Each player loses. I never really do the Annihilation Tomb, which is why I'm so like slow to kind of read it and see what it does here exactly, because I know we're trying to deal the damage fast, so it's the right choice, but I never actually go with this one. Each player loses 2 life unless they sacrifice an artifact, creature, or a land. Okay, so that's gonna be the next one.
There are so many things to see.
I'm gonna decline. I'll take the life here. I should have done that last time. I should have just taken the damage, but no big deal. All right. 3, 4, 5 damage on board. 6 with the Wandering Emperor. Oh, I'm sorry. No, this is actually a Summoning Sickness. So yeah, we only win if we plus here. 3, 4, 5, 6.
This is your fight. Wait.
That's lethal. There we go. All right, we got the job done. I was actually gonna alt Elspeth there, but there was really no need to. My only big misplay there was to discard that Eliwick earlier. I should have took the damage, but pretty fun game, man. And a little bit of a discard, or I'm sorry, a little bit of a mill deck there. GG. All right, one last game for the road. Let's get it. Let's see if we can close out strong here. So far, it's been okay. It's been okay. We've had our close calls for sure, and you know, a loss, of course. But the deck seems pretty fun. I think it feels okay. It kind of requires you to hit pretty specific draws here to kick things off. For instance, you know, Gala Greeters is a great way to start the game, but it would be nice to, you know, follow it immediately with the Ginny Fae, if possible. Let's hope we can get that Ginny Fae here off the top here. That'd be great. Otherwise, we can Broker's Charm to draw 2. We're up against Jund though. This gets gets removed. That's fine. We have a backup. We do have a backup. which I think is worth playing here, even though we could Broker's Charm for drawing 2. We can always do that at any time, and it's instant speed. We can use it for removal down the line too. All right. And I think we're gonna go Wandering Emperor here. Yeah, okay, we're gonna go Wandering Emperor, probably create a 2/2, trigger the Gallery Readers on their turn, giving it a 1/1 counter, and then blocking the Innkeeper potentially. That could be really fun. Actually, I wouldn't even need to get it. Never mind, it wouldn't even need a 1/1 counter. The 2/2 can make the block itself. So, yeah, I've got options. The door's open. The door's open on a lot of things here. I think they will be willing to trade this out. I would imagine they would, but I don't know. They've got a lot of removal. I've got to imagine things like Infernal Grasping in their deck and being Jund. Kind of a giveaway that they're playing some removal. Okay, so Wandering Emperor for sure makes the cut here. I am afraid, though, it's going to get dealt with. But creating the 2/2, the value has been generated, you know, so I take out their Innkeeper basically as removal. I'm going to go for the Treasure. They've clearly got something. They've got something. I just don't know what it is. It could be a number of things. I hope it's not a Meat Hook. A Meat Hook would actually answer the board really cleanly. Ah, okay. That's fine. No blocks then. You can have it. I guess that was an argument to be had to, you know, make this into a 2/2, but so be it. All right, the Stomper comes down. Totally fine. Not a big deal. It does have Vigilance, though. And it is 1 away from being able to attack and do its thing. Okay, this is actually a really, really cool top deck here. I like this a lot. We're going to play it out right away. Let's get 1/1 counter this time. Get this in. Create another creature, which then creates life for us. Create another creature, which then creates us a treasure token. Beautiful. Beautiful. They have no blocks here because that is not able to block just yet. And we've got plenty of bodies here to make some blocks of our own. I wouldn't mind making a double block against the Stomper if we had to. Ooh, Calling Ritual, though. Whew. That's a beast of a card, that's for sure. 3, 4, 5 mana left over, too, from that thing. Just happens to be a very good card against us. And now the opponent can activate the Hive if they wanted to kill the Wandering Emperor. But instead, they go for a binding play here. What a nightmare that was. That was the perfect answer. And then they get a second Stomper, which allows them to run over the Wandering Emperor. Wow. That couldn't have been a better turn for the opponent. I genuinely don't think they could have been any better. Let's draw 2 cards here. Innkeeper seems cool. Say go. Let's hope their top decks are not absolutely insane here. Wow, Calling Ritual. Again, can you imagine a worse card to get hit with there? Jeez. Oh, that's a nightmare. Okay, well, I am going to be using this to blow up the Hive. I can't have the Hive out here doing its thing. So let's at least get rid of that. I was wondering too, I was like, man, the binding on the Wandering Emperor seems like a bad play because, you know, you got the Hive, you can activate and kill it with that. So it made sense now after they played that and all their sequencing that. I was like, wow. Nutty. All right, it is a land in their hand, which feels good, but doesn't feel so great that our only play here is the Innkeeper. I'm going to hang on to this just in case we get the Protector, but I highly doubt that's going to be the case. There's only one more in the deck. Elspeth would be nice. I might minus the Elspeth. We do need to gain some life though here pretty quickly. Seek's Chariot. Yeah, their top decks are just better than mine, honestly. Oh, never mind. We got a pretty good one. Okay, but it's a little late though. Seek's Chariot kind of seals the deal.
Point me towards the fight. I'm ready. This is
Yeah, we're screwed. we're kind of screwed here, ladies and gentlemen. No attacks. We will have to block one of these stompers, which is not good. And then actually all they got to do is crew the Orsika's chariot, and we blocked both. We take 2, or we go down to 2. Yeah, we're toast. We're toast. They're probably gonna attack Elspeth though, because they're probably scared of it, so we might be able to get away with something here. We'll see. Oh, calling ritual again. Nope, that'll be game. Quite the card. This card is so situational, but against us, very, very good. So well played. Little unlucky there. Little unlucky, but that was fun, man. The deck's a lot of fun. I like what it can do. Definitely could use maybe some tweaking a little bit, but ultimately pretty good, man. Pretty good. That will conclude today's gameplay portion of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. We are going to break the deck down now. Before I do so, though, I just want to say a huge shout out and thank you to everyone who's made it this far into the video. It does mean the world to me. I do appreciate it a lot. With that being said, though, let's dive in and take a look at today's deck, guys. So pretty fun, man. It's pretty fun. I don't know about the competitive level of this thing. It is it had some ups and downs. The playtesting got a little bit here. It was here and there. It was kind of spotty, but we did alt Eliwick, which was pretty fun. The deck was awesome, man. It was awesome. I like what we're trying to accomplish here. We built the deck around Jinnie Fay, right? So Jinnie Fay is a really cool card that typically you run in Naya. You run it with things like rabble rousing, and you go really hard with Jetmir. But I wanted to try to run it in a different way today. I did see somebody running the Jinnie Fay with the Gala Greeters on ladder one time, so I figured I wanted to try to give that a shot as well with all the treasures and whatnot. And I thought it would fit into BANT really, really well, because obviously we have Broker's Ascendancy. So if we're getting a wide board and going with tokens, Broker's Ascendancy is a really good way to, capitalize on those creature tokens, right? So you get a wide board state, Broker's Ascendancy pumps the whole team up. So a lot of fun with that. So clearly we're going to want to, play some Planeswalkers as well. So I decided on the Wandering Emperor and Elspeth, because both are just really, really good at finding the Broker's Ascendancy and giving it a shield counter, but also creating tokens that we can use as well. I threw in the Eliwick because Eliwick was a card I've been wanting to play for quite some time, and I thought it might fit pretty good here, because if you look at the -2 on Eliwick, it makes a lot of sense to have this in this build, because we do have some legendary creatures, both Jinnie Fay and the Maha Protector. This thing, or the Maja, sorry. I don't know why I say Maja. Either way, this thing right here is a legendary creature. So if we can pull one of these off the top, we're not only getting a creature, but we're also, gaining that life. So getting both sides of the coin there on Eliwick, which is nice. Obviously, venturing into the dungeon is a nice passive ability we can do over time to get value, which is great. And then I decided on Broker's Charm because not only is it a great removal tool here, it's also, a way to draw cards, which is what we really needed here in this deck, because there wasn't a lot of card advantage in this build. So the Broker's Charm hopefully getting us where we need to go. And then from there, I had some fun, man. We threw in a couple Join the Dances and the Battle for Bredegard, because both are going to generate us a ton of treasures. I'm sorry, a ton of tokens that, with the battle here, if we have the added benefit of making cats and dogs, we can make multiple versions of those. And just go super wide and just hammer your opponents. And a little bit more on the Protector. Obviously, dropping a land, creating a human warrior is a lot of fun, but it pumps up the whole squad, which is really, really good when you're talking about a wide board as well. The rest of the deck is pretty self-explanatory. We saw how good Gala Greeters mixed with the Innkeeper is. Those treasures coming in, creating cats or dogs as opposed to the treasures, or even you could create those treasures if you need them, as you saw. Yeah, man, it was a lot of fun. I think it's a pretty well-rounded deck. It could use some tweaking, I'm sure, to make it a little bit better. But as always, if you guys have any ideas on how to make this deck better, by all means, leave it down below in the description or the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts on how to juice this thing up, or if you got a better version of it. Because I know I'm not the only one who's made this deck before. Obviously, I saw the Jinnie Fay and Gala Greeter combo on ladder, so I'm sure there's someone out there who would know a little bit about this and how to tweak it to make it a little bit better. But that is the deck, man. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It's the part of the video where I got to give my thanks and appreciation, as always, to the Mardu Mob. If you guys don't know, the Mardu Mob is a group of people here who are, members on the channel. They have paid memberships monthly here on the channel to help support the channel, monetarily, and they get a little bit of added benefits and perks to their experience, but mostly they're helping grow and support me, and I want to say thank you for that. I do appreciate each and every single one of you. for everything you do for me. And if you guys want to learn more about the Mardu Mob, you can hit the join button down below or the link in the description below. But that will conclude today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. We'll be back again tomorrow for another video, and of course, live stream at 6 p.m. tomorrow night. So hit the notification bell for that. And yeah, we'll hopefully we'll see you guys there, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Until next time, peace.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Swayze, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. Yeah, MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. Where's the upload, man? Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap, yeah.